to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So today's video is about how to prepare to bring your tropical plants that you have outdoors here in the UK, or if you're in the northern hemisphere, how to overwinter them and bring them back indoors if you don't have a heated greenhouse. This is what I do to keep my plants going, or protect them during the winter period. So what I'll be doing here, this is an Alocasia macrorrhiza. It's a pup from a plant that I had oh gosh, back in 2018-19. I bought a parent plant, and this is a colocasia Kona Coffee. This is grown from a cutting that I took from a root runner. I'll show you down here the root runner. I just took a tip off a very large plant, and this plant has grown over the summer, so that's why it's not very big. It started off like a little 1-inch cutting, like similar to this, and hopefully I can propagate and get some more colocasias from this plant. The leaves look a bit battered. They've had spider mite, and slugs and snails have been attacking it. So it's time to bring them back indoors. It's mid-October. It's getting the weather's getting cooler now, and these are not frost tolerant. So what I've done is both on the Alocasia and the colocasia is removed quite a bit of the soil or compost from the roots. I've separated the pup, so that will be potted on separately. I've not removed the whole of the soil, kept some of the root ball intact, but loosened it enough just to get rid of any slugs or snails that might be in there, any insects, eggs, as well as woodlice and worms like to creep into the pot. So hopefully I've got all of those out, and put some fresh compost in the base, and I will top that up, but I can't do that on camera with just one hand, so I'll do that off camera. The same goes for the colocasia. I've removed a couple of slugs that were in between the leaf stems there, and hopefully there aren't any more lurking. It's got little baby shoots, so if the top leaves do tend to fall off very quickly once you bring them indoors. Hopefully the new growth will keep it going, so that will be topped up with fresh compost, and I will be washing the leaves with a liquid spray to get rid of any pests that might be on the leaf surface. And what I'll do is I've taken the root runner off the main plant, and what I'll do is I'll repot that up separately, and maybe do a couple of cut it into segments, and hopefully get a few more plants for next season. This is the little pup that I've repotted, the Alocasia. So just what I'll be doing with these cuttings, hopefully get them through the winter. I've taken the tip and I've just popped that straight into the compost, give it a bit of a water, and maybe putting that in the grow tent, just to give it a bit more of a chance to sort of rejuvenate. They are edible, those root runners. They can be eaten. They call them lota. Right, so here I've got two of my Bangladeshi bougainvilleas. Got these back in 2018, air layered plants, and they've had a bit of a pruning. They've also suffered a lot of leaf loss, and that's just happened outside in the past few days, because we've had sort of big swings of temperature change here in the UK, and we get warm weather one minute, we get very cool temperatures at night, so that has contributed to the leaf loss. But they will grow back. And what I'm doing is I'm just removing the top layer of soil from the bougainvilleas. I'm not going to do a loosening of the soil. It's pretty tightly compacted, so I can't see any slugs or snails. The roots look healthy. So yeah, I've just checked the pot as well. There's nothing lurking in there on the underside either. So I'll pop that back in and I'll just top it up with a layer of fresh compost and bring them back indoors. This is a Carica quercifolia oak leaf papaya. This is a seed grown plant. It's coming up for 2 years old now. It did flower during the summer. Unfortunately, they were all male flowers, so I don't know. I mean, I will keep it, but I'll probably try and grow some more of these next year. And I do expect the leaves to drop, as I previously overwintered this, and it dropped all its leaves, but they regrew back in the spring. So I will be taking all the soil off. It's pretty wet in there. They don't like to be very wet, and that's a result of being out in the rain. So I'm going to remove as much of the old compost. It hasn't got a very big root ball. The roots look nice and fresh, so hopefully it's not going to develop root rot, which can happen very quickly. So I'll put it in fresh soil, and it won't need to go under the grow lights. I'll just pop that near a window in the back living room. It should be okay there. So here they are. They in the final place until next year really. Late spring or early summer is when they'll be put outside after the frosts have finished. So and I think I've just done this in time because these bougainvilleas, the Bangladeshi bougainvilleas, I've had one previously, 20 years old. I had it for 20 years, and I left it one. It was autumn, the beginning of winter. I left it out until November, and not outside, in the greenhouse, a different greenhouse from the one I've got now, and thought, oh, it'll be fine. And then I brought it in because it dropped its leaves, which they tend to do, but they never grew back. So I don't want that to happen to these. I've had these since 2018, and they have already dropped their leaves because there was a drop in temperature recently. So hopefully I am expecting more leaves to drop. I think that leaf there is going to drop soon, but hopefully whatever leaves they drop, they will regrow back, and I've brought them in just in time. The colocasia has predictably not liked the transplant. It's gone into transplant shock, so I'm going to cut those two off. As long as I can keep this area alive, this is where all the growth will be happening. So I've removed these two. It may possibly go completely dormant, which is fine as long as I can keep that base area alive. It should regrow back. And the guava, that's a Thai guava that I had in the greenhouse. They're not frost hardy, so definitely bring that one in, and hopefully I don't expect any of these to grow. This will be a period of where they are sort of remain the size that they are now, possibly drop a few leaves even, including the alocasia. So it'll be limited water and no fertilizer, and just keep an eye out for pests. Keep checking the leaves, wiping them down, etc. So that's it really. If anyone else is doing the same as me, you're in the UK and you're bringing your plants in for before the frost, before the really cold weather hits, let me know what you're doing in the comment box below. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.